Good afternoon. We're going to go for a little walk. Walking, talking. That's what we're called this. I'm tired. I worked hard this morning. Worked out a little bit this morning. Not much, but a little bit. Had a busy day, and I'm tired. But I still need to move today. So I'm going to go for a walk. I'm only taking little light weights because I'm tired. The kettlebells go with me almost every trip, but not today. Today we're just going to walk. I'm going to walk a little slower, but I'm still going to move. Consistency is important. I may not do it every day, but I need to do it almost every day in order to be successful. I'm just carrying little light weights. They're not heavy enough to be kettlebell kind of weights, but if I get the notion and I'm walking and I want to do this, I can. It's a beautiful day. It's too pretty to not be outside walking. I'm finding here in Florida that I'm enjoying the early winter months. Still got the tank top and the shorts on. When my daughter exercises, she does. We'll have a cat go with us part of the way. He's good company though. But he does like to talk too. He walks and talks. Uh, my daughter, she'll do leg day, core day, upper body, arm day. And she rotates them. And that way one has the time to recover before the next one. Like leg day is usually 2 to 3 days away before she has to do it again. Works for her. That's great. I try to do some cardio every day. Maybe 6 days a week, maybe. Then I do weights as many of the other days as I can, or bed exercises or something. I think you benefit from varying your workout. If you do the same exercise all the time, your body can kind of get used to it and kind of decide, okay, this is as hard as it's going to get, so I only have to improve to this amount. If you change your exercise up, it keeps your body guessing what you're going to do next. And it feels like, okay, I better be ready. She's liable to do something even harder tomorrow. So I got to get ready. So I really am a firm believer in changing it up. Some days I just walk. That's good enough today. Some days I might walk, jog, sprint, march, and lift weights. Today it's just walk. I'm tired. I give myself the grace and the love to accept today I just walk. Even I'm just kind of scrolling today, but I'm a little bit winded talking. That's the goal we want to have. We want to walk fast enough to make talking slightly difficult. I could still have a walking partner and we could carry on a conversation. But I'm a little winded doing it, and that's perfect. And tomorrow, after I've had a good night's sleep and had time to rest, this might not wind me at all. Today it winds me, so today is perfect. It is real important to be consistent in I'm doing something all the time, pretty much every day. It's not important that every day I do the same 5 exercises. That's actually counterproductive, in my opinion. Some of the experts might tell me I'm wrong, but I think my body responds best to variations. Life is full of variations. When I lived on the farm, I did very active lifestyle. Uh, but I didn't do the same thing every day. I was very fit, very strong, had huge biceps. I was proud of them suckers. But now, sorry, there's a plane going overhead. Now I don't do the same. I don't live on a farm, so I don't ever bring in hay. I don't ever carry 5-gallon buckets of water to the livestock to give them drinks. I don't ever pull fences, or I don't drive T-posts and things that I used to do that required muscle. But I look at it the same way. I need to do a variation of things so that my entire body responds to whatever I have to do. My day now, I got groceries this morning. I had to carry my groceries in the house. Pick them up and carry them. I have 2 flights of steps going into my kitchen. Well, and 1 flight of steps going into my house. So I had to take my groceries, pick them up and carry them, kettlebell style, and carry them into the house, into my kitchen. That's a necessity of life. Almost all of us get groceries, unless we have someone that does it for us. We live near the ocean, and I like to walk down on the pier. This will get me ready for walking down on the pier. I may not do the same thing every day, but I like to do something every day. Actually need to do something every day. I never need to just sit in a chair all day. I might pull weeds in the morning before we talk. I don't ever mow grass. My husband mows the grass, or my son. I never mow grass. That's a chore that never thrilled me much. I'm happy with somebody else doing it for me. I do like to plant flowers and all that stuff. That requires bending. Touching my toes. Well, that's an exercise we haven't talked about. Touching your toes. Yeah. If I stop right here and I drop that weight, oops, I got to get that. I have to be able to bend myself over and touch the ground in order to pick that up. That's a necessity of life. I'm clumsy. I drop a lot of stuff. I've dropped that phone that you're on I don't know how many times. I want to do exercise that prepare me so that I can do the things I want to in life. In life, I want to do something every day. So every day, I need to do some kind of exercise. It's as simple as that. Now, if I hike the Appalachian Trail, that next day I might sit, well, it takes more than 1 day to do the trail, but if I take a major hike like that, I might that next day sit around most of the day, but I'm still going to want to get up, go in my kitchen and cook me something to eat, get a drink, go to the restroom, have a shower. I need to take care of my business. And my business means I need to be mobile when I want to be mobile. Therefore, I look at exercise as kind of a practice for being mobile. When we lived in Tennessee, I did a lot of hiking on unlevel ground. Tennessee is, I don't know if it's got a flat 3x3 square, unless somebody poured a piece of concrete on it. But Florida is, as you can tell, this is a very nice flat area. But sometimes I'm going to want to go back to Tennessee and see my grandkids and go to Burgess Falls and hike the falls. There's a lot of stairs there. I want to be mobile enough to do it. If I sit in a chair until I'm ready to do it, I'm not going to be able to do it. Your body is kind of a use it or lose it kind of situation. If you continue to walk, walking will continue to be doable for you. The day you sit down, sorry, this thing is making noise. They're working on our water lines here. I'll wait till I get past it to talk more. If I continue to walk, I'm going to be able to walk. And if I try to walk a little longer every time, then I will be able to walk longer distances. If I don't walk when I want to walk, I won't be able to. I have very nice neighbors. When my grandson that is 16, when he graduates high school, I'm going to want to go to his high school or wherever they have his graduation at. And I'm going to want to be able to comfortably walk up into the seating and sit down and watch him graduate. If I can't walk, I won't be able to do that. That's important to me to do that. I haven't missed any of the kids yet. I've got a lot of kids. I've only got 3 kids, but I got a lot of grandkids. Today is such a beautiful day. I wish you were here with me. My mother, after she retired, lived near us on the farm. And her and there was a group of about 6 or 8 ladies. And every day they walked a minimum of 3 miles and a maximum of 6 miles. And they would get together and they would walk and talk and laugh. You'd hear them going down the road and they'd just be laughing and having so much fun. I got to get to know the ladies in my neighborhood. Either that or you've got to come walk with me. People might think I'm strange because I'm talking to myself. Not that I care. When my mother and her ladies were walking, if it started raining, they would go on the neighbor's porch. Whoever's porch was closest that had shelter from the rain. Tennessee's like Florida. It gets rain all the time. Or if they got tired, they would stop and sit on a bench on a porch and rest for a minute. Several of our neighbors had garage refrigerators. That's a big thing on a farm. You have to have an overflow refrigerator for if that day your zucchini decided to make 1,000 zucchinis that day. Not really 1,000. It just feels like it when you're trying to do something with all the zucchinis. But you had to have a refrigerator to put it in. And they kept water bottles in the refrigerators for the walking ladies. So if the ladies walking got tired or hot, they would just get them a bottle of water and sit on the porch and drink. That person may actually be at work that day or at that time, but they knew the ladies were come through and might need a drink of water, which I thought was wonderful. We had a great community there. A lot of our family lived there, plus just the people that moved in were just incredible. We've only been here a little while, and my husband had a stroke right as we were getting here. So I haven't had a chance to get to know the ladies or gentlemen, and I wouldn't mind walking with a gentleman just the same in the neighborhood. And I would not mind at all if somebody stopped at my house and said, "Hey, I sit on your porch and get a drink of your water." I'd say, "Anytime." I think it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Community, and that's what we're trying to build here. I don't know anybody here to be my workout partner, so I'm reaching out to you so you'll be my workout partner. I would love it if you had, it's not circling with me. I would love it if you were my workout partner. We're going to turn and go back home. Uh, Let me know in the comments. Say, hey, I am, today I walked around the block, or today I walked to the stop sign, or whatever you did. I lifted weights. Or if you go out to dinner and you have a fabulous meal that puts you right on track, tell me about it. Or if you go out to dinner, as we all sometimes do, and have a huge piece of chocolate cake at the end of the deal, let me know. Let me know how it affected you. Was it every bit worth it? Was it not so much worth it? Was it amazingly delicious? But your knees felt it the next day. Sorry, I gotta wipe sweat. I try to always move enough to work up a little sweat. We laid sod around the big garage this in the heat of the summer. My son, my cameraman there, he does so much for me. Randy wasn't able to help me, my husband, because he had had the stroke. And my son came and we laid 6 pellets of sod in 98-degree temperature around that garage. We were covered in sweat. Sweat was dripping from our everywhere. Elbows, nose, ears, everywhere. It was a great workout. But dang, I was tired. And I have to say, after that, I did sit in a chair for a couple of days, maybe a whole week. When my husband walks, he likes to take the dog, which is part of his joy in it. He has a 84 pound, I think, 87 pound, I don't know, great big poodle. Great big. Probably the biggest poodle I've ever seen. And he walks and he holds the dog's leash in one hand. And I tried to explain to him that he's throwing off the natural rhythm of his body. He needs to you swing your arms and your feet in a certain rhythm with your body. That is nature's perfect exercise. But he'd rather have the dog, which is fine. That's his choice. He will just ask me to take the dog for a walk, and I don't. Uh, we have 8 acres. The dog walks himself. You can turn him loose and just keep an eye on him, and he does his thing. But if we walk, I want to walk and I want to swing my arms in the natural rhythm my body tells me to. I try my best to remember to keep my shoulders back and pulled straight up and have good posture. And actually, looking at you in the camera kind of helps because I have a tendency, and I have to fight this hard. I have a tendency. I have a tendency to walk and look at the ground. Uh, Due to the fact that I have had many falls, the falls make you more observant of the ground in front of you. That's not the way we're supposed to walk. We're supposed to look way out there at the ground and say, oh, there's a stick 30 feet out in front of me. When I get to that stick, I know better not step on it. And even though I'm carrying these, and I've really not done anything with them because the walking is enough today. By carrying these and holding on to these, my hands are getting a light grip type workout. I'm not squeezing, I'm just carrying them. But I'm carrying them in a way that I'm not going to drop them. And that causes a light workout. Now, when I carry the kettlebells, my hands must grip tighter because they're heavier and a harder surface. And these I can kind of curl my wrists and cup them in my hand. The kettlebells, you can't do that. And I use a variation of weights on the kettlebells. I have 5 pound, 10 pound, and 15 pound, I think. And that allows me to keep my hands guessing and gives them a more serious workout. And here we are by this, I think it's a John Deere or something. It says Deere on it. We're putting in new water lines around here. They are doing a lot of digging and stuff, which is great. We get new water lines. Maybe, hopefully our water pressure will go up because we don't have much now. And the workers are all nice. I would love it if they put a gas line in. Some of the other part of the neighborhood is getting gas lines. I would love to have a gas line. We're headed back to the house and are probably halfway back. And I think I'm going a little slower, but that's okay because I'm still going. I'm still moving and I'm still going. I'm working on my consistency. I'm hoping you're walking with me. Almost back to our driveway, but our driveway is very long. Whoops. That John Deere's got quite a horn on it. I hear the train horn too. We don't have a lot of regular traffic noise here though. Our driveway's an eighth of a mile. Uh, Technically it's given a road name, but it's our driveway. We own the road. The county don't keep it up. If you hadn't noticed the potholes, that's just part of it. I got the garage built. My husband was going to do all of the things when we got moved down here. But until he recovers from the stroke, things will wait. I did have to go on with the garage with my son's help. I pulled permits and did all that. Families help families. Oh, I got sweat on my nose. I gotta wipe it. I can't stand it. Sorry. I'm enjoying learning Florida. They have a lot of different plants and animals than we had in Tennessee. Mostly plants. A lot of the animals are the same. I hope you're enjoying your day today and are out walking. I'll walk and you can do push-ups if you want, or sit-ups, or whatever it is you want. Maybe it's raining when you are and you're stuck in your house. You can walk around your couch or your kitchen table. Still counts. I don't know how long it'll take me to get in shape, but I'm going to just keep working at it till I get there. My goal is in my 65th year. I'd love it by my birthday. But in my 65th year, I'm going to sit in my full squat and do a chin-up. My granddaughter asked me, how many are you going to do? I said, if I can do one chin-up, I'll be happy. After that, I'll work on more, but celebration comes when I can do one. It's one of the things that I would really love to do is get where I walk without this wobble. I know whatever I do is going to make my body stronger and healthier. Every day, I will become ever so slightly stronger and healthier, so long as I move. And you will too if you move. All of us have limitations, and we will move at our limitations. I am actually at a point where I have less limitations than I've had in the past, but then there's been times when I have had a lot more limitations. We're on my driveway now. The more I work, the less limitations I have. Breaking my shoulder kind of taught me that. Like I could hold my hand here on the bottom of the steering wheel when the doctors first told me I could drive. By the time I got out of physical therapy and done the 6 or 8 weeks or whatever they had, I could do the 10 and 2. And that was it. I'm going to take weight out of my hands for this. Now I can touch the top of my head. By using it and exercising it, my limitation has become less and less. And the whole goal is just to continue that until there is no limitation. Thunder has waited for us here in the driveway. Come on, Thunder. He's a good kitty. This has been a nice walk, even though I didn't want to. When I started, I was like, man, do I have to? I'm tired. I don't want to. Oh, come on. Not again today. But after I've done it, I've enjoyed it. And I actually feel better now than I did when I went for the walk. For me, it's that hardest 5 or 10 minutes. The first 5 or 10 minutes, I just want to say, no, I don't want to do this now. It's hard. I don't want to do this. But after I've done it, that 5 or 10 minutes, it's like, and I hope the wind is not whistling in my earpiece here and you're hearing it. But after I have got over that first 5 or 10 minutes, then it's like, this was pretty good. I've enjoyed this. Come on, Thunder. He's back there crying and wanting me to stop and scratch his ears. I'll scratch when we're done. He won't waste the opportunity. He'll stay right with me till we get stopped. At least I think he will. He usually does. He's a cat, but you never know what cats are going to do. I look at today as the benefits of this walk. I sweated out some toxins. All of our bodies have toxins in them, and sweat is one of the main ways your body eliminates them. So I sweated out some toxins. I've elevated my heart rate. I've enjoyed the sunshine, which is really, really good for you. And burned some calories. I've enjoyed talking to you. I'm looking at the sun now, so I'm kind of squinting. But it's been a great day. It's been a great walk. I didn't really do anything with these except carry them, but that's a little bit of a benefit. We're going to stop, and I'm going to get a bottle of water, and I'm going to sit in my chair for a few minutes, and then I'm going to wash dishes. But I've enjoyed spending time with you today. And no matter what you choose to do, try to move some today. We'll talk to you tomorrow. You have a great day. Bye.